Hi friends, Ryan from Renewed Health. Hope you guys are doing great. Thanks so much for tuning into our channel. Be sure to hit the like button as well. I'm excited to talk with you today a little bit about a question that many people often ask themselves is like, what size of a sauna do I get? And the answer to that is a little bit complicated. So there's a number of factors that would come into this, but usually people are trying to determine, do I buy a one-person sauna or do I buy a two-person sauna? As you know, I have an affiliation with Heavenly Heat Sauna. So if you choose to purchase one of those, be sure to use our discount code RENEWED at checkout and we'll give you a discount off of that. We do also receive some compensation for that as well to help keep our channel going and keep us in business. So with that being said, I really am a huge fan of Heavenly Heat Saunas and have been for years, by example of this older unit that I've got behind me. But the question on should I get a one person or should I do a two-person sauna comes down to a couple of factors. Number one, what's my space that I have it going to go that it's going to be going into? Are you in a large 5-bedroom house that only has 3 people living in it? Or are you in a small studio apartment and it's just yourself? Where exactly is this unit going to be going? Also, another component to that is, Ganley, do I have access to be able to get this sauna up the stairs installed? And if you get a really large sauna, you may be thinking about, well, how am I going to get it through the basement and down the staircase into with the panels being the size that they are? And a one or two person sauna, that likely won't be much of an issue for you, but it is something to consider, especially if you're thinking about buying a 3 or 4 person size sauna. So the where you're going to be putting this sauna in your home does make a big difference. And sometimes folks want a little bit more discreet of a look. Maybe it's going to be in a place where the public is going to be on a regular basis, friends and things of that sort coming over. Maybe it's going to be in your bedroom, as exampled by this. This situation, this unit behind me fits really nicely in my bedroom, and it's not intrusive or any way, shape, or form. But if you're going to put it in your living room or in more of a public space, you might be a little bit thoughtful about how large of a footprint you wanted to have. The other reason you may want to be thinking about which size sauna do I get is your heat time. If you buy a one-person sauna in comparison with a two-person sauna, it's probably going to heat up quicker the smaller the unit that you go. For instance, on the Heavenly Heat sauna, there's very minimal difference in total watts of electrical draw on the two-person versus the one-person. So that being said, if you've got the same amount of watts going through the heaters and it's a smaller unit, it's going to heat up quicker. Okay, you buy a 3 or 4 person sauna out there in the market, it's going to take a long time. It might take you upwards of an hour even in some of these units to get to the heat temperature that you really want. So be thoughtful about that. I do think it's important, to think about also the exposure of the heaters. So if you're in this, just want to relax and you want to get a nice little sweat and you want to get some time to unwind at the end of the course of the day before you go to sleep and help you sleep better, well, that's fine. You're going to probably get that in pretty much any kind of sauna. But if you're really looking for an intense detox, heavy sweat, really get profuse heat shock protein kind of exposure and for your body, you may very well be better off going with a one-person unit. Okay, so if you think about it, if I'm in a two-person sauna, I might have this much space between the walls. If you're in a one-person sauna, you've got your heaters in more proximity to your torso. The ones behind your back will probably be the same no matter what size you get, but you want to be thinking about, are you really enveloped in your sauna? Heavenly Heat does a great job with power output, heat output on their heaters that they're using. Other saunas on the market, folks complain about being cold, about having cold spots in it, don't have enough heat, it doesn't get hot enough. And you're going to find that in a lot of infrared saunas where you're just underwhelmed by the level of intensity that you get. On a Heavenly Heat sauna, you're not going to get that. I mean, to be fair with you, you're going to be enveloped in heat. They're high intense. They heat up really fast, just extremely effective on the amount of wattage that they're drawing. The small one-person unit right now is drawing 1,660 watts. Is what their website says. That's a lot of wattage on a 15 amp breaker. So, you're going to need to make sure that you don't have a hair dryer turning on the same power outlet or something of that sort at the same time, because you'll probably trip the breaker. So be thinking about that. Okay, so the amount of heat exposure you have is going to be a factor. The other component that I'll say that is a factor is cost. So one person sauna will be cheaper than a two-person sauna. It's less wood. It's going to be easier to put together, certainly, and it's going to either be to take apart. If you need to transport it on a smaller sauna, it's going to be less weight. So all factors to consider. Other important factor that I haven't mentioned here so far is it just going to be you, or are you going to be using this with somebody else? So be thoughtful about that. If you're planning on having this be a family affair, and you're going to have like like a Finnish or a Norwegian or a Swedish experience where your whole family is going to be piling in, a one or two person sauna is probably not going to be big enough in general at all. You may need to think about getting something larger. You may need to think about having somebody build your custom sauna for you. But are you really going to be using this with someone else, or are you going to be using it entirely by yourself? So in our home, more than just myself uses the sauna, but we don't use it together. We really never had planned to. We use it at different times in the course of the day. And for us, that works just fine in having a one-person sauna. Okay. So there's good reasons here to why you may go one person or a two-person. Another reason you may want to go two-person is that you might have some kind of claustrophobia issue where tight, confined spaces just don't work for you. And you're really thinking about, boy, I don't know if I could sit inside of a sauna. And that gives you some level of anxiety. Well, number one, deal with that on another situation, but don't make that situation worse by going with a sauna that may be too small for you. And I will say too, if you're a large person, okay, when I say large person, you're, I don't know, 240 pounds and up, you're, I don't know, really a really tall person, you may want the extra space just to simply kind of spread out. You may need the extra space. If you're thinking about, hey, I'm going to get in an airplane and I need to really upgrade my seat, or you need a seatbelt extender or something of that sort to fit, you're probably going to want to go with the two-person sauna versus a one-person. So you're not pressing up against the heaters on the side. So be mindful of the dimensions that you're going to be getting with whatever sauna is that you're looking at. Regardless of who you purchase a sauna through, the last thing you want to be doing is figuring out, how do I get all these heavy pieces back into some box, and figure out how to arrange to have a return, and what are the financial penalties for shipping this sauna back to some company that you bought it from. Look, don't go and test out a sauna. Be sure that you're buying the right sauna for you before you give somebody your credit card and have something that's 2 to 3 or 400 pounds in weightage shipped to you on a freight truck to your home. Okay. And this isn't like the Amazon delivery truck isn't just going to pull up and put this on your front doorstep of your home. This is going to be delivered on a truck with a hydraulic gate lift that's going to drop it at the end of your driveway. And you're going to need to have a buddy or two that's going to come over and help you pull this sauna in, regardless if it's a one or two person sauna. So really be thoughtful, mindful about the choice that you're making. So that's the last sauna that you need to purchase for your home. Folks, as I said at the very beginning, really making sure that you're buying a good quality sauna is vitally important. You don't want to be buying another sauna in 3 or 4 years from now because you made a mistake. For us, a one-person sauna was absolutely perfect. I'm into sauna because I want the health benefits. I want detox. I want heavy cardiovascular benefits as well. I want some neurological benefits. I want heavy metal detox and lipolysis, fat cell breakdown. I want all of that in my sauna sessions. So for us, that one person was absolutely perfect. And I'm going to encourage you guys to feel free to reach out to us. If you have any questions about your purchase, about something you're thinking about buying, feel free to pick up the phone and give us a call. You can find our phone number on our YouTube page. You can also comment in this comment box below in the video. We'd love to help you out. But feel free to talk to the sauna company that you're considering purchasing from. Make sure that you're looking into things about how many watts does it pull? Are there cold spots? There's a lot, the majority of the infrared saunas on the market, in my opinion, are really poorly designed. Heavenly Heat is a huge player, has been a huge player since the late 1980s. They make a clean sauna, low EMF, low ELF, low VOC, low RF. I mean, like, these things are, they're using hemlock wood from Canada. They're properly shielded on the electronics. They're putting out serious heat in them as well. It's all far infrared. The full spectrum thing, that's a whole nother video. Don't get brought into that. That's a big marketing gimmick used by a heavy majority of sauna companies out there in the market. Buy something that's tested and true. And look, I hope this video is helpful for you. Again, please feel free to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and I wish you the very best. Friends, thanks so much. You have a fantastic week and stay healthy out there.